January 19, 2025. Police enter a modest duplex on Larchmont Avenue in Capitol Heights, Maryland. The air is thick with the stench of chemicals. Drywall looks freshly installed. The home is cluttered and unkempt, but something doesn't sit right. Behind the staircase, officers tear through drywall and faux brick. What they uncover chills them to their core, a plastic bin sealed in concrete. Inside, a woman's decomposing body, buried beneath hay and soil. She had been missing for 9 days. Her name was Alexis Schuler. To friends and family, 29-year-old Alexis Schuler was a vibrant young woman. A devoted mother of 3, a loving daughter, and someone trying to build a better life. She wasn't a headline. She wasn't a statistic. But in January 2025, her name became a symbol of something far darker, an unthinkable betrayal from someone she once loved. This is the story of how trust turned to tragedy, and how a carefully constructed lie unraveled beneath a makeshift tomb. Devontae Gray was 30 years old. He shared a child with Alexis and had a history that included custody battles and back child support. According to Alexis's mother, Tawana Schuler, Gray was troubled and volatile. She never liked him. He had lost custody of his oldest son, Tawana would later recall. I told her, I don't trust him. Gray's financial obligations were mounting. Pressure was building. And as Tawana helped Alexis move house on January 10, she felt something was off. Her daughter left with Gray that day, and never came home. Gray's descent into violence didn't come with flashing red lights. Instead, it unfolded in silence. On January 9, 2025, a day before Alexis disappeared, Gray himself called 911. He told dispatchers he was having a domestic dispute with Alexis, and added, chillingly, I have a gun. If she enters this house, there's going to be a problem. The warning was there. But like many abusers, Gray wore a mask. He painted Alexis as the aggressor, even filing protective orders against her. None of them held up in court. When Alexis vanished on January 10, Gray started spinning stories. He told Tawana that Alexis had left his house and taken an Uber. Then he changed the story, she left with someone else. He placed her everywhere but where she was, with him. By January 14, Tawana had had enough. She reported her daughter missing. When police visited Gray's house, they noticed the strange smell, but dismissed it. It wasn't until a search warrant was issued 5 days later that they uncovered the horror inside, drywall concealing a tomb. Cleaning chemicals. Fresh concrete. A gun. And a bin containing Alexis's remains. Behind closed doors, Gray was spiraling. The mother of his other children told police that on January 11, just a day after Alexis disappeared, Gray dropped off his son and casually said, I'm going to jail. He didn't elaborate. He didn't need to. The truth was, Gray had already murdered Alexis. He told police later that they got into an argument, and he shot her 2 or 3 times. Then, he went to work concealing her body. Drywall. Faux brick. Concrete. Plastic wrap. Soil. Hay. A tomb, built in a basement, hiding a horrifying truth. When officers finally broke through the constructed barrier, they knew immediately what they were dealing with. A human foot protruded from the plastic bin. Gray was arrested and taken into custody. On January 21, he waived his bond hearing. He showed no visible emotion. No remorse. Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz was clear, there is no justification for the homicide of this person in this house. Simple as that. The public was stunned. The brutality. The methodical cover-up. The betrayal. But for Tawana, it wasn't just a case. It was her daughter. And 3 grandchildren left without their mother. Alexis Schuler's name joins a long list of women silenced by domestic violence, many of whom never showed outward signs of abuse. Tijuana says Alexis never admitted to fearing Gray. There were no bruises. Number 911 calls. Just a lingering sense that something was wrong. Now, Tijuana is raising Alexis's 3 children. Derek Felder, Alexis's cousin, spoke directly to the community. This is not what love looks like. If you're in a situation like this, get out. Speak up. Seek help. Alexis's story isn't just a cautionary tale, it's a call to action. What do you think led to this tragic ending? Was it the warning signs that were ignored, or the manipulation that kept others in the dark? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. And if you know someone in a relationship that doesn't feel right, say something. You might save a life. For more stories like this, where hidden truths come to light and justice fights to be heard, subscribe and watch our other deep dive videos on true crime and betrayal. Because behind every headline is a story that deserves to be told.